What's up, everybody? This is our first time reaction to Pink Floyd. Welcome to the machine.
You forgot the name of the song
For a split second, I did.
Did you? I know.
But
right.
it came back to me.
Well, I'm excited about this. I've loved everything that we've heard from Pink Floyd. Sonically, it's just incredible. Their songs usually have deeper meanings, spiritual, cosmic. I mean, just societal. It's just incredible. I've really been enjoying this journey. So
Absolutely.
I'm excited to jump in.
Yeah, we've loved everything we've heard from them. Before we start this, though, guys, I'm Paper Chase.
And it's the one and only Diamond, Don Juan, and we are back with another reaction just for you.
That's right, baby. We are back. Before we start, make sure you guys drop a like, hit that subscribe button. We'll give you a second. Go ahead. Go ahead.
And done.
There we go. Let's start it. Damn. God, leave it to Pink Floyd to
Yeah.
just make something that I'm so utterly immersed in right now. Oh my gosh. Like I feel like the song and the video, it's kind of the bass line, like
Mm.
the surface level meaning, I think it's kind of obvious, like the machine being, like
Yeah,
these guys, the
society.
executives, the music
Mhm.
industry, and so you'd say in general, but it feels like it's so personal.
Mhm.
Like they're writing this about such a personal story about like, you bought a guitar to make your mom mad. Like you never wanted to listen in school. Like,
Yeah.
you were mean at the guitar. You had all this promise. Welcome to the machine.
Yep.
It's like I don't know if it's if it's one of the band members' experience. What's your thought?
Well, a couple things. I mean, it's pretty minimalistic in a lot of senses. There's like it's very moody, but it doesn't have some of the complexity that maybe
There's no
some of their
drums.
yeah,
Yeah.
that some of their other songs
Yeah.
have, right? But at the same time, it's setting that mood. And the thing that I like about Pink Floyd is that there's a lot of different bands that like try to make a statement or want to make a statement with their music. And oftentimes I think in general, like whether it's a comedian that's trying to do it or a band that's writing a song that wants to make a statement, at times it can feel preachy. It's like too much, or that there's like a value judgment that's like associated with it. Like, oh, you do this, therefore you're bad, or this side is bad. And this like, welcome to the machine. It feels like they're almost not saying good or bad. They're just saying like, hey, this is what it is.
I feel like it does give me a sense of like dark
It is.
and
It
cynical.
is. Yes. It definitely has that, but it not overly done so.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
what
yeah.
I'm kind of getting at.
Mhm.
And it leaves a little room to like look at the situation and make your own determination instead of just telling you this is how you should feel about this song. This is the stance that you should have on this opinion.
Mhm.
Like, here's what it is. Like, here's
Absolutely.
the reality of what this is.
Yeah.
How does it feel
That's a fair
to
take.
be put into that machine? Is it a good feeling? Is it a bad feeling? Like, this is what the machine is.
Mhm.
Welcome. You know?
That's a fair take.
Yeah.
Damn. Yeah. I'm interested to know when this video came out because the song came out in 1975. The
Mhm.
animation was really advanced.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but
Yeah, it feels like it was something that was done more recently, like, yeah.
mid 2000s. Yeah. I mean, I got to push back a little on what you said because I just got like this just like sick, ominous feeling about the whole song, the whole video. You know what I mean? Especially like the choice of like no drums. There was like no groove to it. There was no like any sense of liveliness. It was like all like welcome to
Yeah.
the machine, motherfucker.
No,
And then
I,
it
I
ends with
wouldn't I
like
wouldn't argue with that. Like I get if the video was detached from it, I think that there would be a different feeling. I guess what I was trying to express is that I don't feel like it's so in your face to where it's like sometimes it's overdone.
mm,
You know what I mean? Like
yeah.
I feel like a lot of times it just comes across as like I get the point. Like I know what you're trying to say, but I don't want to be preached at. Maybe is kind of what I'm getting at, or if,
Hmm.
like it's just like too overboard. Whereas this is just it's perfect. Like they get the message across. Like you get a sense of that being pulled into the machine
Hmm.
without it coming across as like being overly done or too preachy.
Yeah, and I feel like a lot of the artists that are remembered forever that like we listen to on this channel that just made incredible, great pieces of work are ones that like saw the machine for what it was
Mhm.
and kind of took their own path. Because we all know there's like so many artists out there who are great, then they get sucked into the corporate structure and kind of being puppets, and then they just fall off eventually.
Yeah, the thing about like Pink Floyd is that they're just to me it's just very intelligent, well thought out music, and it makes you think. It makes you think. This is I get now why they're beloved. When we started our journey, I was like, I don't understand. I just didn't understand the fascination. Not like, oh, I don't get why people like it so much. It's just I haven't experienced enough of it to understand
Yeah.
why people have such an attachment, why they love them so much, why they're so iconic, all those things. And now I get it. So for me, when I hear this, like I can relate to a degree to the music industry because I made music and, dipped my toes into it and,
Mm.
tried to make something of it. And I did reach certain things and I know what the music industry is to a degree, where people are propped up because they have a certain image or, you know, a certain marketable thing
Mhm.
that can be sold that product wise. So I understand that. But for me in my experience, like I've been doing like insurance work for like 20 years, restoration, right? And I never really understood like how corruption works, like on a big scale. You see, like you hear these things like, oh, it's so corrupt, the government's corrupt.
Mhm.
And like these people, they're just working behind the scenes and they're evil, right? It's so easy to just like look at that situation and paint the picture that way. So I'll just share this little story. Like when I started doing this like roofing thing, I remember I had this experience. I went out to go take a look at the roof. The homeowner said, "Hey, can you take a look at it?" We had this hailstorm. I get up on the roof. I'm like, "Yeah, there's no damage. I don't see any damage on this roof." I went and filed a claim. They're like, "Well, we already filed a claim. My adjuster's going to be out here like tomorrow." And I had already done my spiel. I'll meet with your insurance adjuster. I'll help you, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, well, and they're like, "Can you meet with the adjuster still?" And I'm like, "I guess, but like, I feel like an idiot. Like, there's no damage. Like, I wouldn't have filed the claim. Like, what do I do?" I was like not even like 6 months in. So I go do the thing. This guy gets on the roof. He's like, "Yeah, I've been doing claims." He's an adjuster working for the insurance companies. "I've been doing this for like 12 years. I teach classes." And he starts pointing out just little spots on the roof, like bird shit, like nothing. And I just knew what it was. Like this guy's trying to get paid.
Yeah. Yeah.
He gets paid. And what I found out is that they get paid on a sliding scale. The higher the claim is, the more they get paid.
Mm.
So this guy gets paid. The homeowner gets a new roof. I get paid. Everyone's happy. Like, even though it's like there's this part of me that's just like, oh, like, what do I do in that situation? Do I call the insurance company and be like, "Hey, you know what I mean? This roof isn't actually damaged."
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Like, what do you do? But it's like these strange ways in which the world works where that's the machine. It's like there's this machine that's kind of built around where like, hey, you know, you're going to get paid. I'm going to get paid. The homeowner gets a new roof. Everybody's happy.
Absolutely.
And it's, you know, kind of how the industry works. People go into it because they want to make this art. And then it's like, hey, we're going to do this. You make this kind of song, put on this suit, do this little dance.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's the music industry's crazy, man. It's crazy, especially like marketing. What the industry will do to people's images and who they are and like how they're perceived to the world just to get, you know, more streams, more views, popularize them. And at the end of the day, it's
Do
like
this collaboration with this artist.
literally
It'll be good for you.
dehumanizing some people, you know, like, and I've
Exactly.
seen it like in the marketing industry. You know, I've seen like, and it's on a smaller scale, but like the way that some of these marketing campaigns go around about some of these artists, and it's like complete bullshit, and it might completely slander their name or have the whole world perceive them to be something they're not, and it's like to take somebody's, you know, image and likeness and who they are, their whole person, and basically like transform it into what you want so more people look at it. And it's like that, it's so disturbing, you know, like.
Yeah, and there's so many things that work like that because it's like this is this tale of an artist that wants to make music and then they're, you know, welcome to the machine. And it's like, well, hey, I know you want to make that type of music, but if you do this song and, you know, a 7-minute song, I don't know if people are really going to like that. But if you do this 3-minute song and you talk about this subject matter and then you see the check come and it's like, well, I guess.
Yeah.
You know, this check is nice. And, you know, there's some cute girls, you know, now that are a front row. And it's like these little things where it's like, hey, I had this vision of this thing that I wanted to do, but I guess like, you know, this is what we're doing, right? Like everybody's happy, right? Like I'm getting paid and, you know,
let's
they're
have an
getting
honest
paid.
conversation
What's
about
that?
something real quick. So we both did music, you know, we both, I mean, obviously, you know, we both had some success, but we never like we're not here. We're doing podcast studios, reacting to other people's music. But so
couple of failed white rappers.
Yeah. Would you have like sold, I'm not going to say sell your soul, but would you have sold your morals and everything and just like, if somebody wrote music for you and was like, hey, and put it all in front of you in place to become a star? Or would you have stick true to your artistry?
Okay, I was like super into underground rap at the time, and I was very like I hated Jay-Z because I was like, this isn't real hip hop. You know, he's all about cars and blah blah blah, and so. But then, you know, here's the reality: is that everybody's got morals and values until somebody opens up the briefcase and, you know, 2 big-titted, you know, supermodels walk in. So it's easy to sit here and say, oh no, I would have remained true. But like if somebody came to me and was like, here's the deal, like I said, served it up on a silver platter and was like, hey, I think that you have something that's marketable. You're going to make a lot of money. And that's how it works. It's like, cause you know, it's all those things. As a young man, it's like, I wanted the pretty ladies and I wanted the nice car and I wanted the money, but I also had an idea of how I wanted to get there. But I didn't have a clear vision of how to get that. You know, a lot of it was like, hey, I'm doing this thing that I love and it's a creative outlet and I had nothing else going in my life. So it was like, you know, I'm up on stage and I'm getting some success and getting a little attention from ladies and all that stuff and making a little bit of money. And like, that's pretty fucking cool as a 20-year-old, like I said, especially in your small town where everybody's working at fucking Wendy's, Jimmy John's, so you just, you look like a star. So easy to say, but if somebody was like, hey man, like you're gonna be big, you're gonna, you know, be the fucking man. Hey, well, what kind of songs are we talking about here?
But you don't get any choice in it.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, I know myself. I know my morals. I know, you know, what, especially back when I was doing music heavy, what my vision was. And I can 100% say confidently, if I was presented with that opportunity, I would take it and go with it. I mean, look at me. I started doing dumb stuff on the internet just to get fucking attention, man. Like I was an attention whore. So I would have been welcomed to the machine with open arms. And
there you have it.
Yeah. Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you drop a like.
He's a whore. Shame. machine.
Hey man, what can I say? I'm not. I'm not.
You're an honest. You're a hoe with a heart of gold.
Yeah, and
You're
I'm
a
not.
hooker with a heart of
And
gold.
I've always been creative and
Yeah.
artistic, but like I never feel like I was anywhere close to the level of like being like, okay, if this is my main focus, then I could change the world. Like my art was always like fun and like, I had some emotional stuff, but it was always something that was like malleable.
I've changed my opinion because I used to get like, oh, you don't even write your own music and blah, blah, blah. But then there is something to be like, just to being an entertainer and like recognizing like that's what I want to do is entertain people. So it's like I used to be very kind of like strict and closed-minded on that, but I'm like, everybody's got their own pathway in life and what they're trying to accomplish. And some people just want to entertain people. So it's like, if that's what your goal is and you want to make, poppy music and you bring in some writers and some producers, like, fuck
Let
it.
them have it. Let them have fun. Let 'em have
Everybody
fun.
likes a little junk food every now and then.
That's
no
right.
judgment.
That's right. Hey, thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we will see you on the next one.
Peace.